last year. He was having a marvelous year, as were the Nuggets.
There's the kick, there's the shot, there's the result.
What a difference.
I can tell you that what is spelled out on the shorts with an auto flag. Anthony Randolph, the lob, control, nice by Griffin, and he puts it in.
In the quarter, Chris Paul absolutely forces the tempo. It's not a perfect lob break, but he gets it to Blake. Blake's so good on the fly. It's a skill that he's mastered to be able to move on and worry about the next play.
Ball out of the pack. Tough shot.
Are you 7% from the field?
I mean, for a 7-foot center, that's horrendous.
Up and over McGee was Chris Paul. 2 in a row for CP. So I'm not going to ask you to name all 21, but can you name the 3 in the building tonight?
For Jamal Crawford, obviously. For the Clippers. The Nuggets on top, 7-point lead, minute and a half to go. Paul trying to take over here at the end of the period.
He's the field.
Oh, he got the bucket to fall and get fouled. That might be the one on Fox Sports Live. Chris Paul taking it to the hole.
He's now scored the last 10 points for the Clippers. Look at the hesitation move, the up and under, and then enough spin to get that thing to go in. This does not hit the square. This hits outside the square and spins home.
With that English himself. The Nuggets lead it 47-46. Stick around for the Mercedes-Benz full of backup points you're going to find. Paul has it. Clippers lead.
That's my thinking about. DJ doesn't have to do anything but really get in the way of Andre Miller there, and Chris Paul just reads it. You got to knock down that jumper. Really did have that steal before. Same play, drag screen. Look what happened.
Same result.
I'm having, and you know, getting ready for the season. I'm more than ready than I've ever been. Melo Mullins 3 coming up.
An attempt or a make. Nice move off. Well, there might be something special there.
This guy's coming. But he's really struggled to find a team since then.
Ball for 3. Bingo!
Chris having a great ball game. 25 now for him.
In the corner. Ball. 40-foot chest pass ahead to Green for 2.
That is watching me like the referees are watching the travelings. I'm going to be coming after you.
He was posted up in no man's land. He was able to break up the play. Timeout called. Clippers have a 7-point lead. Besides his will, put his stamp all over this one.
Yeah, started with about 4 minutes to go in the second half when he took over, scored 11 in a row. In spectacular fashion, some of them. This 3 ball just a moment ago here in the third. This one earlier, up and under and 1. I mean, he's just played beautifully. 25 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Made all his free throws. And of course, he and Blake really been the whole story offensively
for the Clips. Gets the big screen from Griffith. A look pass into the corner. Collison fires and hits.
Right to left.
Both going from behind by Collison. Clippers have numbers. Lead pass to Collison. He'll drive. He'll score.
And that was Griffin and Mozgov running side by side on the other wing. That could have been fun.
Blake saying, don't I know you? Timeout will be taken. We're all leaving at 86, midway through the 4th and final quarter of the ball game. The crowd here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino and Event Center are loving it.
I don't know how he was quick enough to get there.
3-point lead. Paul, free throw line jumper. I think one of the years he didn't. He had like a 1-game suspension. All that cost him. He didn't miss any game because of illness or injury.
DP.
93-90. Chris Paul,
both guards taking over. This is the best I've seen Chris Paul play.
5-92, Nuggets on top of the Clippers. Paul flying into the offensive end. Darts one way, then the other. He is on fire.
Do you think they can stop it? There's no chance.
Chris Paul.
There's no chance.
95-94, Nuggets by 1. Paul gets it in. Griffin gets it right back. Slices up his man, shoots in, scores again. It's a non-shooting foul.
The other jumpers were wide open. This one was all pure creation and CP genius.
No, Clippers are got a hand on it. Clippers a chance to tie or take the lead. 25 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Paul to the basket for 2, tie game.
You see that foul? You see that tiny little dribble to get away from Andre Miller?
The crowd is loving it here at Mandalay Bay Event Center. We're tied at 104. 39 points for Chris Paul. Man, oh man, that's in 38 minutes. 11 of 11 from the line, and he's found time to pass out 10 assists to boot.
And get 6 rebounds.
Man,
I mean, here's the defense, and look who's determined to take. Watch this little mini dribble right there.
and a pretty good job by Griffin warding off McGee.
Chris Paul was asking for and one.
Oh, he got the reach in there. I can see why.
I think Hickson kind of slapped at him, probably hit him somewhere. Right there, hit him on his left arm.
Chris very strong. I mean, people don't realize how strong Chris is. Just think of him as this little guy. He's listed at 175. He's certainly bigger and stronger than that now. And he bulked up some in the offseason. Miller gets to the basket. Ball's knocked away. Here comes Paul. Clippers have numbers. Paul, Collison, 3-point. Timeout, Denver. Clippers lead by 4 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the overtime period. Having some fun now. The Los Angeles Clippers doing their job here. Trying to nab their 4th win of the preseason with 2 to come. Coming up Wednesday against the Utah Jazz. Friday against Sacramento at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Mark Roganito standing by now with the man of the hour, Chris Paul.
Chris, I think if we looked at the video from this one, I don't know that we would call this a preseason game. All of a sudden, about midway through the second quarter, flip the switch, it seemed like this was the regular season.
Yeah, it felt like a regular season game, man. Andre Miller was out there talking about it, you know. Right there at the end, we said it's a shame, you know, nobody's going to get credit for a regular season win in this game.
I was talking to your dad earlier, Charles, up in the stand, and your mom, Robin, as well, up over there. And I asked him what happened when Ty Lawson got into you a couple times there in the second quarter, and your dad said he got mad. He gets that from his mama.
Man, I don't know. You know, Tyronn Lue, he was talking junk to me all day about our game last night. You know, him and Doc. And so, you know, my teammates told me I needed to be a little bit more aggressive, so I'm going to try to do that.
You know, one of the other things that we've seen over the last couple of games here in the preseason, the emergence of Darren Collison. This guy is not just here to be a backup point guard and come in and lead that second unit. You guys can play on the floor together.
Man, he's a starter in this league, and I love the guy. You know what I mean? I had the opportunity to, you know, start his career off in New Orleans, and I'm just so happy that he's back here with our team, and I love to play in the game with him because I get a chance to get off the ball and watch him do his thing.
To take that one step further, finish things up here, some of these new additions, Doc coming in, you guys playing under his system, it all seems like it's headed in the right direction. I know you have to be very excited.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, man. And the biggest thing I want to say is thank you to the fans. You know, for the fans that come out here and support us and make this what it is. Without these guys, there wouldn't be us.
I think Vegas would want to say thank you, too. Chris Paul, if you need him, Las Vegas. Thanks, Chris. Big night from CP3 to help the Clippers to an overtime win. Ralph, I'm going to be honest. I'm okay that Lawler's Law didn't come through tonight.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much. Good job. The final score, once again, the Los Angeles Clippers in overtime yet defeat the Denver Nuggets by a final tally of 118 to 111.